If you would like to study as a full-time student in the United States, you will generally need a student visa. There are two non-immigrant visa categories for persons wishing to study in the United States. These visas are commonly known as the F and M visas. In today's video, we will talk about how you can qualify for these visas, the nature of employment you can take on with these visas, the documents you are required to bring to the embassy, how to schedule your visa interview, visa fees, the visa application process, and so much more, including how Career Edu can support you in your application. Welcome to Career Edu. Today we are discussing the USA student visa. In our introduction, we said there are two non-immigrant visa categories for persons wishing to study in the United States. These visas are commonly known as the F and M visas. You may enter in the F1 or M1 visa category provided you meet the following criteria. 1. You must be enrolled in an academic educational program, a language training program, or a vocational program. 2. Your school must be approved by the Student and Exchange Visitors Program, Immigration and Customs Enforcement. 3. You must be enrolled as a full-time student at the institution. 4. You must be proficient in English or be enrolled in courses leading to English proficiency. 5. You must have sufficient funds available for self-support during the entire proposed course of study. 6. You must maintain a residence abroad, which you have no intention of giving up. Let's talk about the differences between the F1 student visa and the M1 student visa. The F1 visa, academic student, allows you to enter the United States as a full-time student at an accredited college, university, seminary, conservatory, academic high school, elementary school, or other academic institution, or in a language training program. You must be enrolled in a program or course of study that culminates in a degree, diploma, or certificate, and your school must be authorized by the U.S. government to accept international students. While for the M1 visa, vocational student category includes students in vocational or other non-academic programs other than language training. We have looked at the differences between the two visa types. Let's now discuss the types of employment opportunities available to students on the M1 and F1 visas. F1 students may not work off-campus during the first academic year, but may accept on-campus employment subject to certain conditions and restrictions. After the first academic year, F1 students may engage in three types of off-campus employment, namely 1. Curricular Practical Training, CPT, 2. Optional Practical Training, OPT, 3. Pre-completion or post-completion, Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics, STEM, Optional Practical Training Extension, OPT. F1 students may also be eligible to work off-campus on a case-by-case basis as a result of special situations such as severe economic hardship or special student relief. M1 students may engage in practical training only after they have completed their studies. For both F1 and M1 students, any off-campus training employment must be related to their area of study and must be authorized prior to starting any work by the designated school official. Let's now talk about the document requirements for the student visa. Please, gather and prepare the following required documents before your visa interview. 1. Passport valid for travel to the United States. Your passport must be valid for at least 6 months beyond your period of stay in the United States, unless exempted by country-specific agreements. Each individual who needs a visa must submit a separate application, including any family members listed in your passport. 2. Non-immigrant visa application, Form DS-160 confirmation page. We will attach the link to the form in the video description. 3. If you are required to pay before your interview, you will need the application fee payment receipt. 4. You will upload your photo while completing the online form DS-160. If the photo upload fails, you must bring one printed photo in the correct format. A link explaining the correct format is attached to the video description. 5. Certificate of Eligibility for Non-Immigrant Student Status. Form I-20 is required for both F1 visa applicants, who are academic and language students, and M1 visa applicants, who are vocational students. Once your school has entered your details into the CV's database, they will send you a Form I-20. This form is required for both F1 student visas, which are for academic and language students, and M1 student visas, which are for vocational students. You and your school official need to sign this form. Please note that if your spouse and/or minor children plan to live with you in the US, they will also need their own individual Form I-20s. Additional documents may also be required, such as evidence of your academic preparation, such as transcripts, diplomas, degrees, or certificates from schools you attended, and standardized test scores required by your US school. Furthermore, your intent to depart the United States upon completion of the course of study, and how you will pay all educational, living, and travel costs. Let's now talk about how to apply for this visa. But before we continue, it has come to our notice that of all the persons who watch our videos, about 60% are not subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you are one of these people, we urge you to please subscribe now. Subscribing to this channel helps us and makes the YouTube algorithm bring up our videos to more people. We promise you that the more subscribers we have, we will keep bringing you better videos, loaded with even more interesting and free relocation information. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. There are several steps to apply for a visa. The order of these steps and how you complete them may vary by U.S. Embassy or consulate. Nevertheless, follow these steps to apply for your student's visa. 1. Complete the online visa application. Online Non-Immigrant Visa Application, Form DS-160. We have attached the link to this form in the YouTube description. 2. Print the application form confirmation page to bring to your interview. 3. Upload your photo while completing the online form DS-160. Your photo must be in the format explained in the photograph requirements, and we have attached the link to this information in the video description. 3. Schedule an interview. You should schedule an appointment for your visa interview at the U.S. Embassy or consulate in the country where you live. Follow this link to begin, usembassy.gov. You may schedule your interview at another U.S. Embassy or consulate, but be aware that it may be more difficult to qualify for a visa outside of the country where you live. During your interview, a consular officer will interview you to determine whether you are qualified to receive a student visa. You must establish that you meet the requirements under U.S. law to receive a visa. Ink-free digital fingerprint scans are taken as part of the application process. They are usually taken during your interview. After your visa interview, the consular officer may determine that your application requires further administrative processing. The consular officer will inform you if this is required. After the visa is approved, you will need to pay a visa issuance fee and make arrangements for the return of the passport and visa to you. Please remember that the visa fee is $185. F&M visas for new students can be issued up to 365 days before the course start date, but new students can't enter the US more than 30 days before their course begins. Continuing students, on the other hand, can receive their visas at any time, as long as they are enrolled at an SEVP-approved school and in SEVIS, and they may enter the US any time before their classes start. All the best as you apply. If you need support when applying for your F or M visa to the USA, Career Edu can assist you. Interested individuals should please fill out the request form below. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to share with your friends and loved ones. Also, turn on the notification bell to be the first to know whenever we drop a new video. Please share this video.